Okay, good morning all of you. My name is Anurag Verma. I am Assistant Professor, Department of Electrical and Electronics Engineering at NIET Greater Noida. And today we are going to discuss about the introduction to design thinking principles, and our topic is persona and journey mapping. And in this topic we are going to see that how these tools are applied in the first two stages of design thinking. Let me tell you in brief what are the 5 important stages of design thinking, that is starting with empathy and then define and then ideate, prototype and test. So these are 5 stages of design thinking to develop a innovative idea and product. So we start with the empathy stage. In this stage we are basically trying to understand what customer is actually feeling, what are the real needs of the customers, what are the real requirements of the customer in the product. So we conduct interviews, we listen to customer, we have dialogue and we observe the customer to understand what are the stated and unstated requirements of the customer in the product. And we use these tools, persona and journey mapping, in the first stage of design thinking called empathy. They are also used in the second stage of design thinking called define stage, where we are redefining the problem statement of the product that we are designing. Customer initially gives some requirement for the product to be developed, and then we do a lot of extensive research with the customer, try to find out what are the real needs and requirements of the customer from the product, and then we discuss with the customer within the interviews and try to redefine our problem statement so that we are developing the solution for the real need of the customer in the define stage. And later on in ideate stage we will discuss with our team and try to find out the different types of solutions, and the objective of ideate stage is to generate large number of solutions which are different in nature. And then we are going into prototype stage, where we will evaluate these solutions and try to find out which solution is viable and feasible, and those selected solution will go for prototyping, which is nothing but a small scale model of final product that we are going to develop. So after a lot of testing and evaluation of these prototype models, one of the prototype is selected for the final testing phase of design thinking, and in that phase we are going to test this pilot design, and by sharing it with the customers and different stakeholders, all which are connected with the product, and take their extensive feedback. And this whole 5-stage process is a iterative process and non-linear process. Non-linear means it is not necessary we follow the sequence of these 5 stages, that is empathy, define, ideate, prototype and test. We can go to any stage back and repeat the stage by using the tools of that stage. So now let us discuss the 2 important tools of empathy and define stage. Those are those which are called persona and journey mapping. So now we will start with persona. So personas are like fictional characters that we build in our story about the product, and which are created by doing extensive research with the customer, and we use them for our service, product, site or brand and similar ways. persona word basically comes from the personality. So personality of the customer, and different type of customers have different type of personality. So our persona will also be different, and different personas will represent the different type of customer groups. Now see what are the advantages of these persona, what it is going to help us. It will help us to understand the needs of the customer, user experiences, their behaviors, their goals and expectations, and we step out of ourselves from our personality and we try to understand the personality of our customer, and it helps to recognize the different people have different needs and expectations, and we try to identify what type of product we are developing for our user and what type of product design we are doing. And here I would like to take an example of mobile phone. So mobile phone is a product that is being used by different age groups, like starting from a kid of 2-year-old kid and ranging up to the 100-year-old person. All are using nowadays the mobile phone. Same product is being used by different age groups of customers and users, but their needs are different, their expectations are different. So the mobile phone that is being used by a kid of maybe age of 2 years to for example say up to 5 years, very small kid, maybe just using for listening rhymes or watching some cartoons or playing some basic games. When the kids grow up, they start their needs and experiences, expectation change, and they start using the same mobile phone for the purpose of maybe watching YouTube videos, and they also start watching the reels on maybe Instagram or Facebook and other social media platforms. They start using Snapchat and other funny apps for the entertainment purpose. As the student grow up, they start using it for the study purpose, and they have used it for online classes and of course for entertainment in the form of YouTube videos, and they also started developing the taste of social media after around the age of 10. As a young student grow up, they start using the mobile phone for technical aspects, also for developing new habits, developing new products, and doing some playing some complex games, difficult games, and accordingly the requirement of mobile phone also change, because they are now playing the power intensive and the performance intensive games which require very high speed and very high kind of battery backup for in the mobile phone. Now if we grow up, the student grow up little bit more after the age of 15 to 20 years say, they now enter into the college life and start using it for more for the study purpose, and for the of course the social media part will be present there, and entertainment will be there along with again more power and comparison performance in intensive games. As a student grow up and enter into their professional lives, again there the requirement and needs change from the same mobile phone. They start using the mobile phone for now maybe stock market analysis and investment, and using for Netflix and watching the Amazon Prime and other entertainment channels, and they can watch even the sports channels and different TV channels on the mobile phone itself, and different companies are having different packages for the user, different types of users. As a student grow up in the professional life, their taste again change and enter into their more mature life, maybe married life. they start using it for more kind of responsible work, ordering the groceries and watching more news now, maybe after 30 years of age. After 40 years of age, again they are kind of struggling in their professional life, so they start developing skills. So they start doing the online courses from the same mobile phone. And as the age progresses, the needs keep on changing from the same product mobile phone. So for a same product of mobile phone, we have to analyze different personas, that is different user group, different customer group, to understand what the different types of customer need from the same mobile phone. Let's go ahead. Now here these are the three important aspects of persona definition. In the first, we need to identify the customer or user for which we are defining. That is our fictitious character that we are building as a user group. And second, we have to build a scenario which is nothing but the sequence of events that will be happening in the story. And third part is the goal, that is the need, requirement and objective of the customer from the product. And once the goal is fulfilled, the scenario will end. Okay, so let's see now what are the persona including. They are including the demographic information of our customer, which is age, location, education, occupation and the income of the customer. To better understand our customer, we also need the psychographic information like values, interest, lifestyle, etc. And also we need to find out the behavioral information of the customer, including the goals of the customer, what are the pain points of the customer with the product, and what are the delightful events with the product, what are the shopping habits of our customer, and decision making process of the customer, how the customer decides to take or do the shopping. Now this is the example of three different type of customers, or we can say three different type of personas. First one is the Mark of 22 years age, second one is the Justin of 31 years age, and third one is the Maggie of say higher age. And all may be using a same product, but their expectation, goals, requirement will be different. We can also consider the example of mobile here that I explained for the different user groups. And that was all about the persona, that is defining our customer type, that what type of customer need what type of product or what type of expectation from the same product. So we have to include all those expectations in the same product. Or we can also give the facility of different product for the different requirement. Maybe like the mobile plans are different for different users type. Let us start with our topic, journey mapping. Now journey mapping is also connected with the persona, because we are defining the journey as nothing but the user is going through with the experience of the product, how user is using the product and to accomplish a particular goal or the need. These are the maps that show our past, present and future state of our journey. Here journey represents our experience with the product. When we are using our product, we are in a journey. So journey maps are the maps that can identify the emotional ups and downs of the user, what are the delightful moments of the user, what are the painful moments of the user, and journey maps are best suited for those kind of scenarios that involve a sequence of events like doing shopping, taking a trip, using a online surveys, etc. So there should be a sequence of events involved to use the tool of journey mapping for better understanding of our customer. Now, this is one of the template of journey mapping, where we are trying to map the experience of user with the product. In the most basic form, the journey mapping start by compiling the series of user actions into a timeline, and then we fill the timeline with the user thoughts, his behavior, emotions to create a narrative or a story. And this narrative is condensed and polished, leading to a visualization or visual graphic format of the customer experience. I would like to now tell some detail of these. Like, this is a XY plot where we are showing the journey map. On the x-axis you are having the timeline, and on the y-axis we are having the emotions. So positive Y means it is a positive emotion or it is a good experience of the customer. Negative Y means it is a negative emotions or bad experience of the customer. Okay, so now let us now see. This is one of the example of journey map of the student, where the student is trying to logging into the virtual login platform for learning management system or LMS. So on the x-axis we have timeline or sequence of events. On the y-axis we have emotions, positive and negative emotions. So customers start with the computer, start the computer and connect to Wi-Fi for getting the internet, then open the browser for going to the LMS website. LMS stands for Learning Management System. The web page he opens, but now customer is having a pain point or problem that the customer cannot log in. So the customer email the teacher for the help and also text the friend for the help, and then the customer open the email, find out the login information, and then using this login information customer login into learning management system, and he is using it for online class, so he will enter into the video chat. So you can now see in this example the customer is or a student is logging into a video chat following a sequence of events on a timeline, and during that sequence some of the experience are good, which are shown on positive y-axis, some of the experience are bad, which are shown on negative y-axis. So this is one of the example of journey mapping. Now there is one important point, that different customers will have different journey maps. So this thing it was pointed out in the persona also, that different customer are different needs. That means the same product being used by different customer has different expectation, like the mobile phone. So journey map of different customers or different persona will also be different. So here we can see the first customer is using a website application, maybe trying to logging into a Netflix account, and then sign ups the website and goes through the onboarding process, providing the details required, and maybe the customer don't like that in a web page application and abandons the tool, leaves the tool. Second customer is sign up. Again, first two steps are same for all customers. Sign up the website, goes through onboarding process, and then continue to use the tool as a free user, and do not upgrade to the premium or business user. Third customer now sign ups and the website, you do the onboarding and continue until the premium feature is required, and also upgrade to the premium feature. Now the fourth customer sign up the website, do the all onboarding process, upgrades immediately when he finds there is a sale, and then continue as a business user. So important point is here is different customers have different needs and their journey with the product will also be different. Okay. Now let us see the key components of a journey map. Journey maps have the following 5 key components as actor, scenario and expectation, journey phases, actions, mindset and emotions, opportunities. So actor is nothing but our customer or persona. Scenario is the story we are building around our product, including what are the expectations and goals of the customer. Journey phases are the sequence of phases like before using a product, customer has some expectation from the product and then customer enter into the journey of using product, then uses the product and then exits the product using journey and then finally have some feedback or kind of reflection. And on the journey map, what we are plotting is actions of the customer, how the customer is behaving with the product, what is the mindset, what are the feelings customer is having, and what are the emotion he is expressing, whether he is feeling happy or feeling sad, whether he has the positive emotions or negative emotions, whether he is delighted or having some pain in using the product. So all these things are marked on the timeline of the journey map. Now the fifth important element is the opportunities here. So from journey map, whatever information we gather, we try to find out the insights from this information, what customer actually wants and what he is facing trouble or where he is happy with the product. So wherever we see the pain points of the customer in the journey of using product, we give more importance to those time points and give our due concern so that those pain points can be taken care of and our product can be improved in design. Now here is an example journey map of a visit to a coffee shop, and I would like to show you a video here. Okay, now this is the sequence of events in the journey map. The customer enter the store of a coffee shop and then waiting in the line, ordering the coffee at the counter, waiting in front of the barista counter, receiving the coffee, adding milk, sugar, etc., sitting and enjoying the coffee, landing on company website, using Wi-Fi. We are provided by the coffee shop. But this is a standard sequence of events in a coffee shop. It is not necessarily every customer will be happy in all stages of this journey map of the enjoying coffee at a coffee shop. For example, in the video that you have shown, now these are the sequence of journey map that will be considered to mark the touch points of the customer. First of the step is the anticipation of the product. Now what customer is thinking about the product before using the product, that is the anticipation phase before entering the coffee shop. Then starting point of the journey, that is the enter phase where the customer enter into the journey, or here in the case of example of coffee shop, customer enter into the coffee shop. Now engage into the journey means customer is engaged with the product, how he is using the product, enjoying the product or having some issues with the product. Then the customer exit from the journey of using product, and after that the customer may reflect the experience of the journey in the form of feedback that can be provided either written or the website of the company. So these are the phases of the journey map. Now This is the journey map where the customer is going to a coffee shop. Now customer initially in the anticipation phase, customer is looking for a coffee shop and feeling very tired, and then he enters the coffee shop and have a feeling of thank God. Now this here we are mentioning the what action customer is doing physically, here we are mentioning what customer is thinking, and here we are mentioning what customer is feeling about the product. Now when the customer enters into coffee shop, he sees that there are only 5 to 6 people in the queue which are looking decent. So customer is having a positive feeling, and customer is also feeling the hungry, so tries thinks in a mind to order something about to eat, and he observed the queue is moving faster, so that is a positive experience on the 4th time point. In the 5th time point, here the customer got his turn finally, and looking at the menu card in the counter of the coffee shop, customer sees what are the options available, but customer is now confused with the options available at the coffee shop counter menu, and customer is staring at the menu and unable to decide what to order. Then the counter person is telling the customer that we are have to hurry because the other people in the line are waiting and feeling restless. So what actually you want to order, you should order fast. So a customer tries to order the sandwich, and then again counter person gives a lot of choices in the sandwich, and then customer is feeling guilty because she is unable to decide. And then a customer also try to order the water, and again the different choices of water is available. Again customer is thinking water is only water, what is the point of giving choices? That is his thinking. And then the counter person feels a kind of frustrated looking at the line, other people are also waiting in the line. So then the customer is thinking, what is my mistake? I just want to order something to eat and coffee to drink. And so counter person is showing kind of urgency that you have to do it fast because other people are waiting in the line. And customer got nervous and open the handbag where the coins get scattered, and the order is getting delayed, other people are getting frustrated. Then somehow she tries to order coffee and the sandwich, but whenever she is trying to make the payment, she got shocked, nervous, and suddenly hits another customer, and in the shock and guilt at the coffee shop, the customer run away from there and have a feeling thinking that I will never come back to this coffee shop. That is a very negative pain point the customer is having here. And then later on at the reflection side, the customer is thinking what other people will be thinking about me, and one of the other customer is trying to console her and wiping her tears in the eye. So you can see that these are the different time points where different events are happening in sequence. So you enjoy a coffee in a coffee shop, but some of the experiences are good, which are shown on the positive y-axis, and some of the experiences are bad, which are shown on the negative y-axis.
So now let us see the second example of journey map, which is the journey map of a rural student taking admission in the college. So in this case we are considering the NIET college. So let us see the journey map. Now it's start with the anticipate phase of the journey map, where student is thinking about the taking admission in the NIET and want to become a good engineer, and he has having the thoughts about taking admission and got the admission in NIET and thinking that thank God I came early and got the admission. And he is also thinking there are lots of students who want to take the admission into the NIET, and he got the admission. So these are some positive feelings with the students, and he is also feeling that facilities are great in NIET, and the placement is best in NIET, and finally he is looking for different opportunities for co-curriculum activities in the clubs, and he applied for his talented into the particular club in the curricular activities, but he's not got selected in the club, so he is little bit disappointed. So now from this point onwards in the journey map, his feelings started getting negative from the positive. So he is having the thought like, why we are not allowed to get fun of our interest, and he's feeling what I did wrong, and I just want to perform into my talent. So he's a little frustrated and the feelings are going negative here. And then he is thinking, what is my mistake? Why I am not selected in the club? I want to show my interest, and I want to perform my talent. And he's showing selection list to the students and the teachers and senior students, and asking why I'm not being selected into the particular club. And then he's having more negative feelings in the form of shocked why I'm not allowed to work in a particular club, and he's having a feeling of shock and guilt. So he's running away from this curricular activities, and he has having another negative thought that I will never come and participate in these curricular activities. And later on in the reflection part at the exit, he is thinking, what are the other people thinking about me? Then the senior also trying to console the student about you may get the chance later on in the further coming semester to perform in the different club. So that is the journey map of a student taking admission into your college, and there are some positive feelings and negative feelings. All are marked with respect to time points. Now here is an exercise for the students to build a journey map of a first time car buyer, where the car buyer is doing the survey of different cars, dealers, and looking for different options, the offers different dealer providing, doing test drives, and visiting different dealers for the car prices and negotiating with them. So all these activity needs to be marked on this journey map. So this is an exercise for a student to make a journey map of a first time car buyer. So that was all about the journey map and persona tools for the design thinking course. Thank you all.